by second year I was not much interested in whatever was going in the college, because I think whatever machines they were teaching us were outdated, whatever labs they took us, so even a very pathetic condition. We went to our electrical lab. It was a practical of second year. It's an electrical lab, and you will be evaluated on this. The whole day there was no electricity in the electrical lab, and yet that practical is conducted. It's on our mark sheet as well. You are assigned a counselor. My counselor never called me, never asked me what's happening in your life, and I was getting disinterested in the classes. I stopped going classes because I was not able to grasp anything they were teaching us. I happened to call my sister and I told her that I cannot survive here. Didi, it's not possible. I cannot do it, and I'll die. If I stay here, I'll die. I literally feel I can die. I got admitted to hospital twice in college, and I didn't inform my home. I was in very bad company, very bad companies. I never want to talk about those times.
ALAKH sir ജീവിതം പറയുന്നത് ഞാൻ ഒരുപാട് കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. പക്ഷേ ഇത്ര ഇമോഷണലായി, ഇത്ര ടച്ചിങ് ആയി, ഇത്രമേൽ ഉള്ളു തുറന്ന് ഇതുവരെയും ALAKH sir ജീവിതം പറയുന്നത് ഞാൻ കേട്ടിട്ടില്ല.
2025 നവംബർ 18 ഇന്ത്യൻ ടെക് ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയുടെ ചരിത്രത്തിലെ ഏറ്റവും പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ദിവസങ്ങളിലൊന്നായി അത് രേഖപ്പെടുത്തപ്പെടുകയാണ്. 5 വർഷം മുമ്പ് എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ റവല്യൂഷൻ സ്വപ്നം കണ്ട് ഇന്ത്യയുടെ 2 ഭാഗങ്ങളിൽ നിന്ന് ആരംഭിച്ച 2 പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോമുകൾ, ഫിസിക്സ് വാലയും സൈലം ലേണിങ്ങും, ഒരു പ്രത്യേക ഘട്ടത്തിൽ ആ കമ്പനികൾ കൊളാബറേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് ഒറ്റ കമ്പനിയായി പ്രവർത്തിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി തീരുമാനിക്കുന്നു. അവിടെ നിന്ന് ഇങ്ങോട്ടേക്ക് ഇന്ത്യൻ ടെക് ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയുടെ ചരിത്രം അടിമുടി മാറ്റിയെഴുതപ്പെടുകയായിരുന്നു. ഇന്ത്യയിൽ ആദ്യമായി ഒരൊറ്റ കമ്പനി അങ്ങനെ പബ്ലിക് ലിസ്റ്റഡ് കമ്പനിയായി നവംബർ 18 അനൗൺസ് ചെയ്യപ്പെടുകയാണ്. എവിടെ നിന്ന് തുടങ്ങിയ യാത്രയായിരുന്നു, എന്തെല്ലാം കഷ്ടപ്പാടുകളിലൂടെ, സാഹസങ്ങളിലൂടെ കടന്നുപോയ യാത്രയായിരുന്നു. IPOയ്ക്ക് തൊട്ടു മുമ്പ് ALAKH പാണ്ഡെ മനസ്സ് തുറക്കുകയാണ്.
നമുക്കൊപ്പം നമ്മുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട, ഇന്ത്യയിലെ എല്ലാവരുടെയും പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട, ഇന്ത്യയിലെ ഏറ്റവും ഫാൻ ബേസ് ഉള്ള നിങ്ങളുടെ സ്വന്തം ALAKH സാറുണ്ട്. ഫിസിക്സ് വാലയുടെ ഫൗണ്ടറും CEO ഒക്കെയായ, അങ്ങനെ പരിചയപ്പെടുത്തുന്നത് പോലും ശരിയല്ല ALAKH സാറിനെ. ഇതിൽ ഒരുപാടേറെ കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളുടെ ഏറ്റവും പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട അധ്യാപകൻ എന്ന് തന്നെ വേണം ALAKH സാറിനെ പരിചയപ്പെടുത്താൻ. ALAKH സാർ നമ്മൾ ഈ പറയുന്നത് മനസ്സിലാക്കും എന്നൊക്കെയുള്ള സംശയം ഒരുപക്ഷെ നിങ്ങൾക്കുണ്ടാവും. ALAKH സാറിന് മലയാളം മനസ്സിലാവും. സൈലം ലേണിങ്ങും ഫിസിക്സ് വാലയും കൊളാബറേറ്റ് ചെയ്തതിന് ശേഷം നമ്മളുടെ വീഡിയോസും നമ്മളുടെ സ്റ്റോറീസും ഒക്കെ ALAKH സാർ കണ്ടിന്യൂസ് ആയി കണ്ടുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. സോ അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് മനസ്സിലാവും. പക്ഷേ സംസാരിക്കാൻ ചെറിയ പ്രയാസം അദ്ദേഹത്തെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളം ഉണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ട് അദ്ദേഹം മലയാളത്തിൽ സംസാരിക്കില്ല. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ടി ഞാൻ അദ്ദേഹത്തോട് മലയാളത്തിൽ സംസാരിക്കും. ALAKH സാർ, നമുക്ക് സാറിൻ്റെ കുട്ടിക്കാലത്തിൽ നിന്ന്, സാറിൻ്റെ ചൈൽഡ്ഹുഡ് സ്റ്റോറിയിൽ നിന്ന് തുടങ്ങാം. ഏത് തരം കുട്ടിയായിരുന്നു ALAKH സാർ എന്നവരറിയാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അത്ര ഒരുപാടേറെ കുസൃതികൾ ഞാൻ കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഒരു ബൈസിക്കിൾ സ്റ്റോറി ഞാൻ കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. സാറ് തന്നെ തുടങ്ങും.
First of all, പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട everyone, not only Makale, everyone, പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട. So I have seen stories, great videos on Xylem NEET, Xylem JEE, heart-touching stories, motivational stories, sometimes with the students. I just love that concept. Also, I love you so much, LK sir. I love Xylem. I love Dr. Anantu sir and all the Xylemians out there. I just love you all. And speaking about my childhood, what kind of kid I was, what kind of student I was. So I was a kind of kid who went for admission in nursery, and there they asked some basic questions. So the teacher asked me that some basic question, and my father was like any average Indian father. He was boasting, my kid is the most intelligent kid, and you ask him anything, he can do anything. And she simply asked me, what is the color of parrot? I don't know what happened to me. 3 years old ALAKH Pandey just answered that color of parrot is orange. And everyone was laughing. And then my father said, somewhere in the jungle there is an orange parrot. So he was always backing me, like support. So I was that kind of kid. Very bad in grades. In nursery I was like performing B-. Somehow I passed nursery till class first, second, third. I was very bad in grades. Below average kind of kid. And my father was a road contractor, not in a government job, a private road contractor, and somehow he lost his job, and then the situation was not good. We were going financially broke day by day, and then in class 3rd, we had a 4-room house in Uttar Pradesh city, Prayagraj. So he has to sell the house, the half part of the house. So he said that the 2 rooms we will sell out, and the 2 rooms we will live in. So everyone was very sad that the house is being sold except me. I was really, really excited because I was promised a bicycle. If the 2 rooms are sold, I'll get a bicycle out of that. I was complaining about a bicycle. All my friends are purchasing bicycle. I don't have a bicycle. So I asked my mother when I'll going to get a bicycle. So, so she said that when these 2 rooms will be sold out, you'll get a bicycle. So every day I was asking my mother, mother, when we are going to sell our house? And I don't know how much pain there would have been in her heart, but still she would be smiling and telling me, yes, 1 week more the house will be sold. And the day house was sold, everyone was kind of in tears, and I could feel it, but the kid inside me was still could not resist asking, when are you going to buy my bicycle out of this? So yes, they bought me a bicycle, and but the sad part is very soon I lost that bicycle as well. I don't know. I think it was cursed with my intention. I don't know. So then again, I started complaining that I need a new bicycle.
Second
And
half.
second half, I need a new bicycle, and this is such ironical event, I think, by God, that to get a second bicycle, my father eventually sold the second part of the house. Not exactly to get the bicycle. The money that we had by selling the first half, my father started a business around cosmetics, and it didn't work. He even himself started going to each store. I still remember at the age of 45, he was using a cycle to go store to store to place his shampoos. There was Sadhana Cosmetics, so he places shampoos and essence sticks, agarbattis out there. Sometimes I also went with him, so he used to like cycle like 30 kilometers in a day, and that was really tough time. Ultimately, they have to sell the second remaining part of the house, and again I was the same person asking for when I am going to get the new bicycle. I've lost the earlier one. So when the second part was sold, and I said I need a better bicycle this time, I got the bicycle. But when you sell your house, then you get a kind of notice period of 30 days. So I was living there, so I got a bicycle. I was very happy. I didn't realize that we actually have to leave this house. You don't realize it until it happens. I was in class 6, so I was busy in my own world, my new cycle, my friends. So one day the notice period end and we have to leave the house. My father friend bought a car, and we pushed all our belongings into the car. Then I was like, okay, I lost this home. And inside me, 13 years old kid was having a guilt that your bicycle costed this house, because I was praying to God that this house should be sold as early as possible, so that I could get a bicycle. And previous time also, this time also, I was praying to God, when the buyers will come, when we will get the bicycle. So I had this guilt in class 6 that I am behind all this happening. And then we moved to a slum kind of area on that very day when we moved. And my father somehow lied to me that I have bought another house for you also, don't worry. That's how fathers do. They don't want to show the struggles of the life, the reality of the society, the hardship of the life to their kids. They protect them at any cost, like a shield. It is said, now when the father doesn't hold your hand, he holds your back. So he was there. So, but when we went there in the slum area, when we have to pay rent, I realized this is not my house. And then the reality hit me that yes, the situations are not good, and I need to do something about it. I need to do something to change the situation. And that was eventually how I got teaching tuitions in class 8. And that's the story that's going on there. It goes on.
സാർ, അങ്ങനെ നമ്മൾ അവിടെ വെച്ച് ഈ പ്രൊഫഷനിലേക്ക് നമ്മൾ നേരെ എൻ്റർ ചെയ്യുന്നു. തുടർന്ന് ഇങ്ങോട്ടേക്ക് അന്ന് മുതലേ ഫിക്സ് ചെയ്തിരുന്നു ഒരു ടീച്ചർ കരിയർ, ഒരു പാഷനേറ്റ് ടീച്ചർ ലൈഫ് അങ്ങനെ മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുന്ന സാർ ഫിക്സ് ചെയ്തിരുന്നു അന്ന് മുതൽ?
I think my teaching career started at age of like 11 or something. Age of 13, I think. I was in class 8th, and since we were living in a slum area and now we don't have money, the second time we sold house, we got some money. Father went to some village and tried to invest money with some of his friends. Didn't work this time as well. So my father actually trusted a lot of people, and he trusts very easily on people, and most of his ventures didn't work through his life. And that's one reason that he's always protective of me, that my son shouldn't face those things that he has faced in life, and he shouldn't fail like that. So anyways, So class 8th I started taking tuitions and started teaching kids. My mother got me a tuition that she was teaching tuitions at home. So she asked me if you want to teach tuition. I said okay, let's see. So there was a kid, he came to me. He was in class 4th. His name was Yatharth. He was my first student, and I was teaching him maths, fractions, and he loved it. And then I came to know that we will be paid for it. So I was so happy that I can make money for my family. That is something I can be proud of and remove the guilt that I have that I am the person who made them sell their house. So I thought that I'll be so brave kid in the house. Then we called more kids, and I started teaching. And back then I was teaching maths to class 8, and in 9th class I kept on taking tuition. Class 10th I used to go to school. Then after school I go cycling like 6-7 kilometers to people's home to teach tuition, because you get more money when you go and teach in their house. When you call students to your house, you get less money. If you go to their house, they pay you premium, like very premium. So very premium means 600 rupees an hour. That time that was very premium. So I started teaching like that, managing my studies along with. It was class 11 that I was introduced into a formal coaching, like a proper coaching center, tuition center, where 9 kids were sitting, and the owner of the coaching educational institute said that he is a person, he is MSc in physics, and he will teach you physics and all. And I was just this small, and the face was also not mature. So the students were like, no, he is not, and how will he teach us? But the chapter was gravitation, and I was very confident in gravitation. Class 11th, CBSE or ICSE, whatever grade you are, you study gravitation in detail. So I have studied that in detail. And also credit goes to one of the greatest teacher in my life, and his name is Mr. Suhail Tayyab. And I love Suhail Tayyab sir, and he actually got my interest in physics. So he's not that kind of teacher that I am. He's a different kind of teacher. But I was very amazed by his teaching skills. And if one person who has to be given credit, who shaped up my physics, it's Suhail Tayyab sir. I studied with him for like 9 months, 10 months only, but he put that ignite in me. So yes, so I was good in physics. He didn't charge me money as well, so I'm very grateful to him. He didn't charge me money. So I was teaching tuitions to class 9 kids, and I taught them gravitation. They were like super happy, and they were clapping, and I was like, wow, this is it. This is what I want to do. I can teach them some concept. I can make them do some numericals. What I have learned, I can tell them. So I was so happy. At the same time, I was doing school dramas, school plays. I was very active in that, and my father never liked it, because he was like, you should study, because he has not made very good in life. So he was like, similar things should not happen with my kid. But my mother was always supportive. Do whatever you like. So I was engaged in dramatics and all. And one thing happened, which I think whatever happens for a reason. Whatever may I say, no, it shouldn't happen. So in class 11th, I fell for a girl. So he used to come to the same classes, the Suhail Tayyab sir, who taught me physics. So along with physics, I got some other interest as well from there. So yeah, so, and I think that happened because even now and back then also, we all in that age are in a hurry to get into a relationship, to get a girlfriend, to get a boyfriend, because it's a trend out there.
Me too.
But yours was successful now. He got married to the love of his life after like good 11 years. Mine is also successful. My wife is listening to this. So I got, whatever happens for a reason. So I'm really happy that that relationship didn't work out. So we didn't understand each other. We don't have the same priorities or similar priorities, or don't prioritize each other, their ambitions. We never talked about the real stuff. So that happens in a lot of relationships. When the teenage boys or teenage girls get into a relationship, they don't talk about the real stuff. And from like day 1, day 2, they start thinking about marriages and then having kids, and we'll be like for eternity and all, make a lot of promises. I think first of all, if it's possible, never fall in love. Never, ever, if possible. Even if you do, don't do it in teenage. And even if you do in teenage, take good 12 to 14 months to know each other, and then start stamping it as a relationship or as love or as something else. Before that, you can be casual, you just talk to each other, you know about each other, you know whether you two are going to be compatible or not. So that was a big mistake in my life, I would say. Back then I never admitted it's a mistake, so back then it's the love of my life. So why mistake? Not, and it's not from my side, I think from her side also it's a mistake, because we two never understood each other, always quarreling over the small issues. So just for instance, so class 12th, 11th 12th I didn't go to any formal IIT coaching, so I studied on my own self. Class 11th Sohail sir helped me, then I was studying on my own self, and somehow I cracked the state entrance exam and went to a college there. It's a good college, reputed college, HBTI, Hardcore Butler Technology Institute. Now it's HBTU, it became university. So I went there and I didn't have money, so we went to the bank and took a bank loan for my studies for engineering, and I don't know why I chose mechanical engineering. So I'm just like any other average kid out there who doesn't know what he is doing, why you are studying for the IT exams, why you are going to do engineering. We don't know, because everyone is doing, father is saying, and you have to do it, you just do it. So I went to mechanical engineering. Someone told me mechanical is evergreen branch and it's the most paid job. I don't know why that happened. I went to college. First year I was doing good, I was doing great. I chose mechanical because I thought it would be having mechanics of the physics, and I was very much interested in physics. But by then I was very clear that I want to become a physics teacher in life, and I want to teach in coaching. I don't want to do PhD, I don't want to go to schools, B.Ed, M.Ed, that route to go to schools. I want to be a coaching teacher. I was very passionate of that, because I think I have seen the school teachers struggling with the timetable, the schedule, the syllabus, and I have seen my coaching teachers like they have all the freedom to teach the syllabus, and they are very interesting. So I decided that I want to become a teacher, and I was doing good in college in first year, got good grades. By second year, I was not much interested in whatever was going in the college, because I think whatever machines they were teaching us were outdated, whatever labs they took us, so even a very pathetic condition. We went to our electrical lab. It was a practical of second year. It's an electrical lab, and you will be evaluated on this. The whole day there was no electricity in the electrical lab, and yet that practical is conducted. It's on our mark sheet as well. So that's the irony of the education system. And I don't know what happened in that electronics lab, electrical lab. It was electrical or electronics, I think. Yes, electrical. And there was no electricity. So I couldn't cope up with that atmosphere. I went with a high jest, with a high feeling that I'll become engineer, or I'll do something, I'll learn physics, I'll learn concepts. But the college was not providing that. Even the in college, if you see, the government colleges basically, you are assigned a counselor. My counselor never called me, never asked me what's happening in your life, and I was getting disinterested in the classes. I stopped going classes because I was not able to grasp anything. They were teaching us all outdated engines, all outdated models. I was not interested in that. Even if outdated models were taught, I think the teachers were very boring, really very boring. One or two teachers were interesting, who were actually liking what they are doing. So in India, the irony is, most of the people who become teacher don't become out of choice. No, they don't become out of choice. They become out of situation. Teaching is always their second or third priority in life. That if I don't become anything, I'll become a teacher. So I think my college professors were like that. That it was their second or third priority. And a lot of college politics going on. No one cares about what's going on with these students. And no one is enjoying their class. They come to the class, wrote down IC engine. IC engines are called for. They're doing. Give me that class. Now I don't know IC engine, nothing. Give me 7 days, I'll prepare that lecture. Give me 7 days now, I can prepare that lecture and teach better than him. They knew the topic. They have the knowledge. They are just not interested in teaching class. So I got so much disinterest in the college. Then one day I was talking to the girl that I fell in love. So I was telling her that I want to teach, and this college is not interesting. I'll complete my degree and then I'll go on teaching. So she said her mother was in top government job, in a very top hierarchy, so in the medical sector. Her father was in a top hierarchy of civil sector. So So she got interested. She said, okay, you want to become a teacher, you'll becoming a professor in university, like something like that, PhD holder, and that sounds interesting. I said, no, I want to teach in coaching. She was like, no one aims for that. That's always the fallback option. Why do you want to become a coaching teacher? That's the fallback option everyone has in life. I said, I don't know. It's interesting. I was teaching physics in college also. So we had a coaching named Origin classes nearby us, and we got good kids there. And I was in second year going to teach physics every time. I was getting 5,000 rupees a month at that time. That was enough. She questioned it, why you want to become a physics teacher, and that was the day I realized that Alak, this is not the love of your life. She's not even understanding what you want to do. And to be honest, I was not also very good with her. I didn't understand her priorities or anything like that. So that happens in teenage. So yes, and then I stopped going to college. I was all the times I was lying in the room, and the coaching we started, Origin classes, it broke because the two of the other batchmates I had who were teaching with me, their studies were getting disturbed, so they shut down the coaching. I couldn't continue, and then I lose complete interest in college, and I stopped talking to that girl. We had kind of breakup. I was not going to college, not studying, not talking to girl, not talking to family, not even teaching. Everything is taken away from my life. Nothing is left. So what I am doing, I'm finding people who can have empathy for me, and I got into bad companies, bad groups, and I was just destroying my life. Today I shared that incident that there was a time when I had 45 days straight I didn't bathe, and I just didn't bathe because I don't feel the need of bathing. So I was lost in life, wearing what we call slippers on the roads, lower t-shirt, this big beard, walking down the street, daytime, nighttime. Anyone asks me, Alak, you want to eat something? Yes, I sit on their motorbike, going somewhere 3-4 kilometers to their hostel or rooms. I was completely lost. I just didn't know what to do in life. Uh, that was a very sad time. And then I happened to call my sister, and I told her that I cannot survive here. This is not a place I can survive, and I am doing things that I shouldn't do. So she said that, Alak, you have took a loan on for this college. You need to complete it. And she didn't understood my emotions or my feeling, and I think she she knew from what background we are coming. She was like, what is this you don't want to study? What is it? What do you call it interest? What is this interest? I even don't have interest in what I am doing, but I am doing it. I'm doing it for family, doing it for mother, doing it for father. I said, yes, I cannot. So that happened for quite a long time, and uh, one night I called my sister. I was on the roof of the hostel, and I called her. I was alone. I just called her, and we call elder sister Didi. So I said, Didi, this is a Hindi emotion. I try to convert in English. Didi, it's not possible. I cannot do it, and I'll die. If I stay here, I'll die. Uh, I literally feel I can die. So I got admitted to hospital twice in college, and I didn't inform my home. I was in very bad company, very bad companies. Never want to talk about those times. There was a very bad time in my life, but I covered. I got back. So I called Didi. I said I cannot live in this college. So she said, okay, if that's the point, if you are saying you are going to die, then you are my brother. Come back. So I said, but Didi, there's a problem. She said, what? I said, I have took a loan, bank loan. What will happen with the loan? She said, don't worry, I'll pay your loan. And that was the day that I realized, okay, she is very important to me. Without a single thought, she just said it, that I'll pay your loan. Although I paid my loan myself. But she didn't give any second thought. She just said, you come back, I'll pay your loan. And she was just earning 18,000 a month. She started her job. And before that, I was just like any average Indian boy who doesn't attend their mother's call, their sister's call, always avoiding and being in friends. But from that day onwards, I start becoming my sister's calls every time. So she has been my savior. And then I went back to my hometown with beard, this big beard, lower t-shirt, whatever belongings I found in my room, whatever was left, whatever was there, I left it there. I don't want to see that room. I was so much depressed, so much depressed. I went back to my home, and my father saw me, and he was like, what has happened to you? What you're looking like? And then I said, I don't want to talk. Then he then we were living on a rented house, and it was a 2-room house. So my father and mother used to talk about me in this room, and I am in this room, so I can listen to everything they are talking. So they are talking like, my father is using the Hindi word that he looks like a pagal, he's looking like a mad person right now, and he has lost senses, he seems like that, and what we will answer to the society, what he has done, and convince him to go back. So my mother said, no, I won't convince him to go back, and what already you can see how he is. If we send him back, he won't survive. Then this was the first day I reached home. The second day, I went to all the coaching institutes nearby. I was asking for a job. Give me a job. So the second, this I think, this I appreciate myself. I dropped out of the college, but I was not sitting. The second day I was hungry that I have to teach. I was very clear that I have to pay my loan myself. The second day I was looking for all the coaching institutes. Please give me a job, please. So one coaching institute offered me a job of a doubt solving faculty, not the teacher. And so I was solving doubts for him, and he was paying me some 5,000 rupees, I think. So I always asked him, when will you give me class? He said, I cannot give you a class. How can I give you a class? What will I tell about you? You are 12th pass. What will I tell in the class? Who are you? What is your degree? So back then degree was a very big thing. I think I broke this. I am so proud. Now I even in our office in LinkedIn, when there is a job description, job hiring, so my HR has written that you need MSc degree, you need this. I went to him and I said, create a special post that without degree people are allowed. Your founder is not having any degree, is a 12th pass, and you're asking people to have MSc degree, B.Ed degree. I said, create a separate column that extraordinary profiles can be accepted without degree. So I don't understand. Of course I value degree. People with degree have knowledge, but people without degree have experience in life, and that also counts a lot. So I went to all coachings, and he gave me that job, and I was requesting, please give me one chance to teach. So one day he said, there's a boring topic in physics, kind of boring, the teachers feel boring, and that is significant figures, units and dimension. He said, you can solve questions of those chapters. I am not interested in taking Sunday class. You take a Sunday extra class. And I bet on that class. I spent my whole night that I'll make this class the super class, however boring the topic is. I went the next day, I took the class to another level, kind of questions. This question came in this exam, this question came in this that kind of question. This theory is a contradictory theory, and I taught so many things. The class went gigi gaga, and I was like, tomorrow the teacher will come, and the owner, the director of the coaching, he'll come and laud me, wow, what you have done. And the next day I was fired. So he came and he told me, he said, we cannot let you survive here, you have to go. I said, why? I taught so good. What was wrong? Please, sir, tell me. So I don't have job, I have to pay the loan, and I have got this job, and now you're firing me. My mother is poor, my father is poor. I was like, why are you firing me? He said, you were teaching too good, and now students don't want to study from me. He was a physics teacher, director there. So I didn't understand world that sometimes people say you are fired because you don't work good. Sometimes someone is saying that you are fired because you have worked good. So I went back, then I started creating Facebook memes page, and then went out for another job, and the story goes on and on and on. I can keep talking, sorry. There's so much in life.
അലക്സ് സാറ് ജീവിതം പറയുന്നത് ഞാൻ ഒരുപാട് കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. പക്ഷേ ഇത്ര ഇമോഷണലായി, ഇത്ര ടച്ചിങ് ആയി, ഇത്ര മേലുള്ളു തുറന്ന് ഇതുവരെയും അലക്സ് സാറ് ജീവിതം പറയുന്നത് ഞാൻ കേട്ടിട്ടില്ല. അപ്പം നിങ്ങൾ ഓർമ്മിക്കേണ്ടത്, എന്തെല്ലാം പ്രതിസന്ധികളിലൂടെയാണ് ഈ മനുഷ്യൻ കടന്നുപോയത് എന്നത് നമ്മളുടെ എല്ലാം മുമ്പിൽ ഒരു വലിയ പാഠമായി ഉണ്ടാവണം. ഒരു കൊച്ചു വീട് അതാദ്യം പകുത്തെടുത്ത് വിറ്റ് ഒരു സ്ലമ്മിലേക്ക് മാറി അവിടെ നിന്ന് ജീവിതം പതിയെ കരുപ്പിടിപ്പിക്കാൻ നോക്കി, ഒന്നിനോടും പൊരുത്തപ്പെടാനാവാതെ നിരന്തരമായി റിബലായി വീട്ടുകാരുടെ മുമ്പിലും നാട്ടുകാരുടെ മുമ്പിലും കോച്ചിങ് ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ടിൻ്റെ മുമ്പിലുമെല്ലാം ഒരു ഡിഗ്രി പോലുമില്ലാതെ പോയി നിന്ന അലക് പാണ്ഡെയാണ് ഇന്ന് ലോകം ആരാധിക്കുന്ന, ലോകം കാത്തിരിക്കുന്ന അലക് പാണ്ഡെ എന്നത് നമുക്കൊരു വലിയ പാഠമായി നമ്മളുടെ മുമ്പിലുണ്ടാവണം. ഈ പ്രതിസന്ധിയിൽ നിന്നാണ് ജീവിതം അവസാനിച്ചു എന്ന് തോന്നിയിടത്ത് നിന്ന്, നാളെ ഞാൻ മരിച്ചു പോകുമെന്ന് തോന്നിയിടത്ത് നിന്ന്, ദീദി എനിക്ക് മതിയായി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിടത്ത് നിന്ന് ഒരു മനുഷ്യൻ നടന്നു തുടങ്ങിയ യാത്ര ഈ നൂറ്റാണ്ടിൻ്റെ മഹാസംഭവങ്ങളിൽ ഒന്നാണ് എന്നത് തന്നെയാണ് അലക്സ് സാറിനെ ഇരുത്തി സ്റ്റോറീസിൻ്റെ ഈ സെഷൻ ആരംഭിക്കാൻ എന്നെ പ്രേരിപ്പിച്ച പ്രധാന ഘടകങ്ങളിലൊന്ന്. ഇനി നമുക്ക് കേൾക്കേണ്ടത് ആ ഉയർപ്പിനെക്കുറിച്ചാണ്, അതിൻ്റെ പുതിയ അധ്യായത്തെക്കുറിച്ചാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അലക്സ് സാർ, അവിടെ നിന്നാണ് ഈ തടസ്സങ്ങൾ, ഈ പ്രതിസന്ധികൾ, ഈ സ്ട്രഗിൾസ് എല്ലാത്തിനെയും ഒറ്റയടിക്ക് പിന്നോട്ട് തള്ളിയാണ് ഇന്ത്യ ഇന്ന് കാണുന്ന അലക് പാണ്ഡെയിലേക്കുള്ള സാറിൻ്റെ രാജകീയമായ വരവ് കാണുന്നത്, ഫിസിക്സ് വാലയിലേക്കുള്ള യാത്ര.
Physics Wallah is a long journey. I can tell some important points. We have less time now. So, when my sister came to meet me when I was about to drop college, once she happened to came to meet me, and we were sitting at a chai store, a tea store, and the name of that store was Chai Wallah's. So she was asking, what will you do in your life? Will you become a chai wala or something? And that just stuck in my mind, will I become a chai wala or something? And there's nothing bad in doing that. I just don't have interest in making teas. So, and then back I was fired from the job and I was looking for a job. Then somehow it clicked to my mind that I won't be chai wala, but I can become new thing of physics wala. So physics wala sounded something different to me, that I myself is physics wala. Initially there was a cartoon character I named physics wala. Then later on I thought this character relates to me, so I am physics wala. So I went to another coaching, partnered with someone, and gave the brand name Physics Wallah. And my name was nowhere, no ALAKH Pandey, it's just Physics Wallah. Who is your teacher? Students don't know. They know he's a Physics Wallah, because I don't want to have my identity. Because what will I tell the students? Who am I? What I have done? So I just want to remove my identity. I want to create a new identity. That's a Physics Wallah. His name is Physics Wallah. So I had a jeans which was all painted, like formulas and everything. We recreated the jeans even. So I became very passionate teacher, and I got good response from the kids. And there was no physics teacher in this coaching institute. The owner was a computer science teacher, so I was safe. So I can teach the best I can. And I started teaching. Good 3 years I taught there. Got kind of viral in that particular locality of Prayagraj. And then one of my maths teacher told me, "Alakh, you are doing so good that one day you are going to teach like 7,000 kids." And that was the day it struck me that only 7,000 kids. No, I need to make big. I have to teach more number of kids. Partially because I was teaching good, I felt that this should go to more number of kids. Partially also because I felt jealous of my college mates who were posting photos on the Facebook. So this is the harsh reality of life. Whatever motivation, whatever gyan session you have, we are humans and we have emotions. So I saw a lot of my friends posting photos on Facebook that someone is joining NASA, someone is going to US, someone is going to IIMs, big college. What are you doing, Alakh? You left college, what are you doing? So that also pushed me. So yes, that's where college helps. If you go to a good college, maybe the curriculum is not that good, but the kids you are living with are the best kids of that city, that country. So when you go to a top college, you get the best talent, and that pushes you. Everyone is doing great in life, so it pushes you to do something in your life. That's a healthy competition, you say. So I said, let's go to YouTube and teach the same content on YouTube, the complete content on YouTube. And 3 years I have taught in offline, so I had quite experience in physics, a little bit experience. We all are just experiencing, sir. So I started teaching on YouTube. It didn't work. For first year I put a lot of videos. Every night I would sleep with the dream that my video will get viral, and the morning I'll wake up with like 2 likes on my video, one from my mother and one from my sister. And I asked them, don't like my video, because I have to know the real statistics. If there are 3 likes, I always do 2 minus. There is only 1 person liking my video. So I was like, you would never like my videos. My mother still likes all of my videos. She will like this video. She will find us. Can find me anywhere on the YouTube and will like my video. She is the reason why I'm here. So I'll send you a LinkedIn post I have written last year of Mother's Day. So she is. I have told this many times. This is not my story. This is my mother's story actually. So whatever I am today, she has fought with the world, she has fought with the society, she has fought with my father, with everything. So we didn't have money. She sold her earrings. She was going tuitions, teaching tuitions. She did everything she could, and she is the reason we are here. So yes, so Physics Wallah happened, and I opened the YouTube channel. Second year also I put videos, didn't work. Third year I said I will leave this coaching and I'll just teach online, because whenever you have a backup option, you don't go like full into something. So I cut the rope and I said that now I'll fall. If the parachute opens, it doesn't open, I go into the river. If I go into the river, I learn swimming. If I don't learn swimming, I will just get drowned. So I took the risk of the life, and I just left the offline coaching, and I was making okay money. And my father was like, again you are doing the same thing. Now you got a good job. Now you're leaving it. But I started teaching on YouTube. I worked hard, got good materials from Kota, went to Kota, got a lot of materials. I just locked my room. And one thing I want to say, that great things are built alone in a single room. So a lot of times I see young entrepreneurs out there talking about that they don't have that much budget, that much finance, that much technology, that much equipment, that big team. I don't think that those things make what you are. You are what you are. For example, a lot of new young teachers come to me and say, they say that, sir, I want to shoot a demo. I say, okay, give me your demo video. Sir, we don't have a smart board. I said, you are a teacher, go and shoot on whiteboard. So they are like, no sir, the smart board videos work well, the tab videos work well, the whiteboard chalkboard doesn't work. So I always say them, it's not the board behind you that works, it's the person in front of the board that actually works. So always have that belief in yourself. So I shut my door, and this was a whiteboard, 4 by 3, and I kept my mobile phone, 10,000, 11,000 mobile phone, and I don't have mobile holder or something at that time. I bought it later on. So I pushed it on a book or something. I recorded the video, uploaded on YouTube, keep checking the comment. Then next day, next topic, next day, next topic, and this I did regularly for next 2 or 3 years. So initially for fun, for first year, I get 10,000 subscriber after 1 year, and I got 8,000 rupees. So I was like, okay, money can also be a thing we can. And back then, very few people know you can monetize YouTube, earn money. And I was very new to YouTube. One of my friends, Sanjeev Bose, told me that you can earn money. So he told me you can start monetization. So I started monetization. I earned 8,000 rupees. The next month I earned 17,000. Number of subscribers also grew like 50,000. Then 1 lakh subscribers, 2 lakh subscribers, and the money was also increasing. Like it became like 4 lakhs a month, 6 lakh a month. So yeah, things were good, and I was reaching to masses, and my channel became the biggest IIT JEE NEET channel. And then the competitors were like jealous. Competitors were big edtech firms. They were offering crores and crores, like take 75 crore rupees, give your YouTube channel to us. And but I was not aligned with their principle. I was always having the belief that quality education should either be free or at the lowest cost. But that's only possible in online. I later realized that also offline it's not possible. So then I partnered with Pratik Bhai, launched the app, and we have the most democratized course in India, like 4,000 rupees for entire IIT preparation, entire NEET preparation, and the content is superb. The teachers are the same teachers that used to teach in Kota. So I say this openly that the teachers who teach in Physics Wallah, to enter into their classes, you have to pay 1.5 lakh rupees. That same teacher I have bought into the app, and you can pay 4,000 rupees and enter to his class and study the same content, same material. So that's why people say it's a revolution, because the same content was locked in some rooms of Kota classes, and students have to pay heavy amount to get to that access to their content. And that content, when accessible online, was like 80,000, 50,000. I've got it to 4,000, and I faced heavy resentment from the industry. Everyone was against me, tried to take away the teachers, tried to make attack on our tech, and they did everything they could. But I was blessed with my mother's blessing. Who the hell can stop me? So yes, things went well, and that's how Physics Wallah was created. Then we went into a lot of categories. We did UPSC, we democratized in UPSC, the SSC, banking, railway, everything, every test prep, anything, 9, 10, foundation. Even a class 10th board batch for entire year is like 2,000 or 2,500 for entire year. You get video lectures, you get daily practice problem, you get a test in that, you get doubt support, everything is a complete solution. And now we can see those students are getting selected in NEET or JEE who could not have even dreamt of getting selected. So this boy got really famous these days. He is from Kashmir, Umar. So Umar was a painter, and he himself is a painter. It's not his father, he's a painter. He doesn't have money to buy a phone, so he bought a second-hand phone by painting. Then he painted for some other day and collected 3,000, 3,500 rupees and bought our dropper batch of NEET, and he qualified NEET. He is studying in Government Medical College. And I have so many stories. There's one girl. So this girl's story is very interesting. Her name is Dolly. So Dolly is a daughter of a bus driver. Her father earns like 300 rupees per day, and they are 4 daughters. So it's tough for her. And she was so Dolly has like 3 sisters. She doesn't have a brother. So we have Raksha Bandhan. So Dolly have a cousin brother. So and her cousin brother parents are rich. So and Dolly is not that rich. So she went to in Raksha Bandhan or in some function she met her brother, and her brother told her that we are very rich and you are not qualified to be my sister. We have different class. We cannot on with the same class. She was devastated. She went back home, and she took my photo and she was like, "He's my brother," and she believed in it. And then she bought a batch of like 3,000 rupees. She prepared for NEET. She's studying in a government medical college. She came after selection. She came. She tied a rakhi to me, and she is no less than a sister to me. So I have lots of brothers and sisters who are becoming doctors, engineers. There's a guy Lokesh. So for us, a 4,000 course for entire year. How does it sound? Cheap, affordable. For him, it was not, because he lives in a village and he doesn't have a father, and they were dependent on cattle business or something. So he has to sell a goat of 5,000 rupees, and then he bought our batch for 4,000 rupees and qualified IIT. He is in IIT BHU. And when he came, I asked in an interview, how would have you felt if you wouldn't have qualified IIT? He said, "Sir, I would have felt very bad because the goat was already gone. So I have to get at least IIT in place of goat." They are so innocent kids. So this is the story of Physics Wallah disrupting. We got valuation and all, but I don't feel all this valuation. For me, valuation is nothing. Adding value to society is everything. So the value that we are adding right now to the society is everything. Of course, we are in offline in all the spaces, and our online is really price sensitive. It's democratized price, and it always be democratized. When we opened offline, a lot of students started saying that you're charging large amount of fees. I always said I'm not shutting down the online. It's there. If you want to study, it's there. A lot of students want to go offline, they will go. Then we are learning hybrid from Xylem, and we are implementing hybrid. And I think that's synergy we found in Xylem. That's why we partnered with Xylem. It's quite similar story, quite similar student story you have. Even your stories are like that. So I saw that guy Etna Johnson, the similar story. So we are working for those students only. Rest, so everything is like good going. So I earned 8,000 rupees after 1 year of YouTube, and then 2 years back we I think right now also the personal wealth is valued at 8,000 crores. So it's a big transformation happened over time. But at the end, today we had an event. The students were smiling, and one of the female student came, and she was like tears in her eyes, and she held my hand, and that's the moment I take away from this whole Xylem, and that's how I start loving Xylem. So I connect to students a lot, and I just love the emotions, the people out there. So that's all.
അങ്ങനെ പറഞ്ഞാണ് അലക്സ് സാർ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. ഒരുപാട് പറയാനുണ്ട്. ഇങ്ങനെ ഇരുന്നാൽ പറഞ്ഞു തീരാത്തത്രയും കഥകളുണ്ട് അലക്സ് സാറിന്. അദ്ദേഹം ഒന്നും മറക്കുന്നില്ല. ആദ്യം പഠിപ്പിച്ച കുട്ടിയെ, തന്നെ ഷെയ്പ്പ് ചെയ്തെടുത്ത, കരിയറിനെ ഷെയ്പ്പ് ചെയ്തെടുത്ത തൻ്റെ ആദ്യത്തെ അധ്യാപകനെ, കയ്യിലുള്ളതെല്ലാം വിറ്റും പണയം വെച്ചുമൊക്കെ അലക് പാണ്ഡെയാക്കി വളർത്തിയ അമ്മയെ, അങ്ങനെ ഓരോരുത്തരെയായി എണ്ണി പറയാനുണ്ട് അലക് സാറിന്. എല്ലാം പറഞ്ഞ് ഒടുവിൽ കൊണ്ടുവന്ന അലക് സാറ് നിർത്തുന്നത്, എല്ലാത്തിനും അപ്പുറം എനിക്ക് വലുത് എൻ്റെ കുട്ടിയും എന്നെ ചേർത്ത് പിടിക്കുന്ന, എനിക്ക് നിങ്ങളെ വേണമെന്ന് എന്നോട് നിരന്തരമായി ആവശ്യപ്പെടുന്ന ഇന്ത്യയിലെ സാധാരണക്കാരായ കുട്ടികളാണ് എൻ്റെ ജീവൻ. അവർക്ക് വേണ്ടിയാണ് ഈ ജീവിതം, ഫിസിക്സ് വാല എല്ലാം ഞാൻ മാറ്റിവെച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാണ് അലക് സാർ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. ഈ കഥ, ഈ ലൈഫ് നിങ്ങൾക്കൊരു വലിയ പാഠമായി തീരണം. എപ്പോഴും വലിയ സ്വപ്നങ്ങൾ കാണണം. എവിടെ ഇരുന്നു കൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ വലിയ സ്വപ്നങ്ങൾ കാണണമെന്ന ചോദ്യം ഇനി നിങ്ങൾ ചോദിക്കാൻ പാടില്ല. എവിടെ ഇരുന്നും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് സ്വപ്നം കാണാം. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വീട്ടിലിരുന്ന് സ്വപ്നം കാണാം. വീടില്ലാത്ത ഒരിടത്തിരുന്ന് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് സ്വപ്നം കാണാം, നിങ്ങൾക്കൊരു സ്ലമ്മിലിരുന്ന് സ്വപ്നം കാണാം, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് തോൽവിയിലിരുന്ന് സ്വപ്നം കാണാം, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കോളേജിലിരുന്ന് സ്വപ്നം കാണാം, ഒരു ദിവസം കോളേജ് ഇല്ലാതായി പോകുമ്പോഴും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് സ്വപ്നം കാണാം. ജീവിതം അവസാനിച്ചു എന്ന് തോന്നുന്നിടത്ത് നിന്നും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് സ്വപ്നം കാണാം. ആ സ്വപ്നമാണ്, ആ പാഷനാണ് നിങ്ങളെ വളർത്തുക. ആ പാഷനാണ് നിങ്ങളെ ഒരു കാലത്ത് അലക് പാണ്ഡെയാക്കുക എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഈ സെഷൻ നമ്മൾ വൈൻഡപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. താങ്ക് യു അലക്സ്.
നന്ദി.
നന്ദി.